everyday life can get in the way of you living a healthy life, but you don't have to let it. Dr. Mikell Parsons is here from the Naturopath Health Center, continuing her series on fatigue. Welcome again to the show, Doctor. It's good to have you.
Good to be here.
We're talking about fatigue because this
Yes.
is a big thing with people. Why is it that we get so fatigued, aside from the fact that maybe we don't sleep enough?
There are a laundry list of reasons. One is if you have more than 2 children. That keeps you on your toes, you know. You can't ignore your child, or you could try, but it doesn't work.
Try. It doesn't work. It's always there. Mom,
you know,
mom.
If you're a mom, especially if you're out working and wearing 2 hats, you're, you know, employed, plus you're employed at home, then, you know, that's very wearing. And it's just hard to keep that balance between work and home and mom and spouse. So women tend to get worn out.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Now, is there a difference, you think, between being mentally fatigued and physically fatigued? Because I had someone say, well, you know, someone who is at home may be physically fatigued from doing so much, but someone who's working and doing everything, you just feel like your head's going to explode.
Yes, it does feel different, and I have had both. So I know the difference between the two. You know, when you're out and you're physical and you're doing things and you're getting a lot accomplished and you might be tired at the end of the day, that's a very different feeling than the fatigue that we're talking about.
Okay.
That feeling at the end of the day from a good day's work, when it lasts all the time, every day, and you get to the point where you can't be physically active, or when it takes so much effort, is very different. When your brain gets fatigued, when just thinking about, okay, I have to plan dinner, oh my gosh, that's so overwhelming, I can't do that. That's not a good sign. That's a sign that there is a problem.
Okay, got it. So your lifestyle obviously can make you more fatigued. And you said being a mother or father with 2 or more children, being a single parent, being in an unhappy marriage. That's interesting. And then being a college student, obviously. Let's talk about these a little bit, if we could.
Well, as a single parent, you know, you don't get to have a partner to shoulder some of those responsibilities. So I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Being in an unhappy marriage, that does not mean that you're going to end up divorced, but you may not be in a good place right now. And when that day-to-day drain of what am I going to walk into, what's the mood of that other person, did I leave the dish in the sink and that's going to be a trigger, that is so unhealthy from a mental standpoint, and it over time will wear out those adrenals. Being a college student, late nights, putting too much into your day, forcing your brain to work when it's tired, and then they tend to eat sugary, fast, grab-and-go kinds of food, so they're not putting good fuel into their body. That's a classic setup for getting the colds, flus, respiratory problems, because you're fatiguing those adrenal glands.
So obviously that is a symptom. Other signs and symptoms, Dr. Parsons. It says here you lose track of your thought.
Yes,
your
so
mind feels foggy.
You know, you were thinking, okay, I'm going to go and I'm going to do da-da-da-da-da. And you used to be able to remember a list in your mind, and now you're having to write it down, and then you write it down, you forget where you put the list, and then you can't find the keys, and, you know, you were on a tangent with, you know, a conversation with a friend, and you totally lose track of where you were going with that. Can't come up with words. You know what you want to say, but it's just not clicking mentally. One of the bigger things that I see or hear about are the little things that used to be little are big things now. Like, I had one person tell me that she bent a piece of paper and that flipped her spouse out. Now, it was just a piece of paper, okay? It's paper. But the fact that it was bent sent her spouse over the edge. That's a sign of adrenal fatigue. When those little things become big things, and those little things that we really shouldn't even think twice about turn into these huge issues.
Especially, it says here, and this is an interesting one, you have a decreased tolerance, and people are more irritating.
Yeah, when you get to the point where you're in the car and people aren't driving the way you want them to, and you're in the grocery store and people are in your way, and why can't Susie Q snap too, and why? You know, and you start this big old wind up, and it's everyone else in the world that's getting on your nerves. That's fine.
No kidding. That's just not you being grumpy?
No. Well, yeah, it is you being grumpy.
Yeah, wow, but I had no idea it was a sign of fatigue. And obviously not being as productive as you used to. So obviously, there's so many signs and symptoms. We need to get on the right path to end the cycle of fatigue, and you got the right idea here. You have a teleclass, a free teleclass coming up on September 30th.
Yes.
Sign-ups begin today. This is really exciting. Tell us about it and how we can participate.
The number one reason why people come to see me is because of this fatigue, because they don't like how they feel. They've lost track of who they are. They don't know who they are anymore. They've lost their identity because they're just wiped. Well, we have come up with a program, and we're going to be talking about it September 30th, Breaking Through the Fatigue. And it's designed for people who are stressed out, burned out, exhausted, juggling too many things, and don't know how to get out of the loop. We're supposed to wake up feeling great. We're supposed to go to bed knowing we've accomplished everything we wanted to, and then fall asleep and wake up again well rested. So we're going to talk about what are the things that you can do right now with lifestyle and with supplementation, and try to get people to realize that this is not how life is supposed to be, and it's not how life could be.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah,
We're bringing
I'm so
back
excited.
our energy. This is really, take back control of your life, get back your energy. Give Dr. Parsons a call. She's at 447-1404, 447-1404, and also go to the website. The website is
Sign up on our website, and we're taking sign up starting today.
Okay, naturalpathfresno.com. Naturalpathfresno.com. I can't wait. This is, I want to hear the results. All these people.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks so much for coming on. Yeah, we'll see you next week, Dr. P, for sure. Exciting. Don't go away. Central Valley Today. We'll be right back.